Okay, those are locked up. See, there's only one orange. One orange one yellow one, a blue one, and a red one, and a red. And see here, that one is locked, and that's the black one. And to win, you have to win. You have to really be really good to get this one here. So what I did is I got the crystal blue, but you can pick any of these ones out because these are all blue. Excuse me. This is a blue one. This is a blue one. That's a blue one here. That's the really bright blue. This is the bright glowing blue. This is the main blue one. And then there's green. And see, I don't have any green ones here. So I didn't do that. There's orange. And orange is right here. And then there's the purple one. Three of the purple ones. Let's see. See, there's no purple ones in here. You gotta match them up. You gotta do it so they match. You gotta put them so they are in the same color right here. I got 3 purple ones. I just have to get one more win. I have to win again to get my purple one in here. Somewhere it's somewhere in here. And then I have the training, the red training sword. That's and this one is just for when you first begin. And then after you get the red one, you get the yellow one. The yellow one comes next. So I got the yellow one, the red one, the yellow one, the red one, the purple ones, 3 purple ones, and then I've got the two orange ones, and the green one, and the blue ones. So we're gonna try this one out here. See how it goes. We're at the really end of the game of this part here. This part is the really ending of it.
You're going to die here, too. You cannot stop me. The whole planet is on my side. mine. When you entered this... Okay, you've won. The Senator's yours. There's no need to kill me now.
You are a slave to the dark side. I'd be doing the galaxy a favor.
It's not my fault. Shakti abandoned me here. This planet is evil. It corrupted me. You can save me. Just let me get away from here. Just let me go. And I'll turn my back on the dark side.
That one. She reminds me too much of another young Jedi who turned to the dark side. You shouldn't have let her go free.
You really think she's free? She'll carry the memories of what she's done here forever.
Open rebellion is too dangerous, Master Coda. I know I owe you my life, but
You don't owe me anything. I told you in Cloud City that I can't help you, since I lost my sight. He's your hero, and it's his rebellion. Join us because he's asking you to.
you are the first to really fight the Empire. We're not prepared to go to war yet. We need weapons and starships and people with the courage to use them. I don't know how many others will stand with us.
But surely you know some who will.
Well, yes, there are other senators who have spoken out against the Emperor, but they will be hard to convince.
We just need to show them that the Empire is vulnerable.
Let me meditate on that. I'm sure I can find the right target. In the meantime, Senator, gather your friends. We need all the help we can get.
Master, he's here.
You have received my message?
Yes, your mission goes well.
I have recruited others to my cause, but now I need your counsel. My allies seek a major strike against the Empire.
The Emperor rules the galaxy through fear. We must destroy a symbol of that fear. The Empire is building Star Destroyers above Raxus Prime. That shipyard is your next target.
Thank you, Lord Vader.
There is much conflict in you. Your feelings for your new allies are growing stronger. Do not forget that you still serve.
I hate being here.
I think he does too.
Master.
Juno.
I came to find out where you wanted to go next. But it looks like you've already been told.
Juno, this isn't what it looks like.
Of course it is. You're still loyal to Vader. After he branded me a traitor and tried to kill you, you're still his...
His slave.
Then why did you defy Vader to rescue me?
I needed someone to fly the ship.
We both know that's not true. My being here has never been about my piloting. Sometime soon, you will decide the fate of the rebellion, not your master. And when you're faced with that moment, just remember that I too was forced to leave behind everything I've ever known. Please, don't make me leave another life behind.
This is the closest I can get you. Once you find a way to the processing plant, you can use the ore cannon to attack the shipyards directly.
want to change people. I don't. I don't really like the person how he's dressed. So let's see who we have here. Mm, for when you do the story, do not use this guy. You should not. You're gonna get confused if you use this guy here, and if you use this guy here. This guy and this guy is gonna get you kinda. It's gonna get you confused. And another one, there's two more. This one here, and this one here. Do not use these two here. Don't use any of the any four of those. See, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. These two you should not use on when you do the story. When you do the story, don't use this one. You should not use this one, and you should not use this one here, because at the end of the story, at the end when the story is done, this guy comes at the very end. And then while you do the story, you're gonna have this guy in the story. That's why you should not use these two. But you can pick any and excuse me here. And then watch here. This is where you first begin. As soon as you start the game, you're gonna start it with him. Next after him comes this one here. Next comes this one here. This is how it goes in all. This is how it go. And as you do a story, you're gonna be using these guys here, what you see on your screen. You're gonna be getting these people. This is the beginning. This is first comes Darth Vader. He's first. This is second. This is the second one. Third, fourth, fourth, and here's fifth, sixth, and seven, and eight, and nine, and 10. And then when you, if you get, if you do the story a couple times, you get a couple people, and you're gonna be unlocking them. You unlock it all. Now we're gonna go back where we were, and then, and after that, and when I go there, I'm thinking it's kinda hard and kinda not hard to do. And now we're going back. This one, it comes first, and you're gonna be using him. You're gonna get this guy right first, and you're gonna go after Darth Vader with this one here. If you do the whole story again, if you do it again, you get this one here. If you do the story again, if you do the story for the third time, you get this one here. But don't use this one until you decide not to do the story, because he's part of a different part, and it's not really a story. It's pieces of this, little parts and pieces and stuff. This one, this guy, and there's two more. And this guy is gonna go after, he's gonna go and fight, and I'll show you the guy he's gonna, this guy, I'm gonna show you who he fights. Because you can do a difference. There's 3 stories in here. There's the big story, and there's 3 more stories after you do the big one. But you gotta do it like 2 or 3 times, and then you're really strong. And then you get these 3 guys here. These are the 3 guys you get. If you do it the 3rd time, you get this guy here. If you don't want to do the story and you want to do a different kind of story, you have to use none of these people you cannot use. I'll show you who you're gonna be fighting if you do a different part of the story. but it's just really the story. When you do the really big one, if you do the small stories, you're gonna be using and fighting these people I'll show you. None of these people you're gonna be using. Okay, and this guy here is gonna be your guy. You cannot I don't think you can switch over to use different other ones. You're gonna be having this guy. This guy here is gonna be fighting. And I'll show you the guy he fights. This guy will go fight after this guy here. You'll be fighting him. This is the guy you're gonna be fighting. You're gonna go after him. And then if you do a different story, you're gonna be using this guy here. So if you do a different story, because there's a couple small stories in here too. All these people, I did it with the big story, and I got all these people unlocked. So this guy here, you're gonna be fighting. I'll show you who he fights. He's gonna fight that guy is gonna be fighting this guy. But you gotta be really good with it. You gotta be really good fighting this guy here, because he's alive, and then he goes into, then you kill him, and after you kill him, he comes back like you know the movie Beetlejuice, kinda like that. He comes back alive, but he's not alive. He's you're gonna be fighting like a shadow. So you'll be fighting him 2 times. 2 times you gotta fight this guy. And with this guy here, you gotta fight him, and he's the one you're gonna be using if you do the small story. And now I'm gonna go back and see how we do. Okay. This is the very tricky part. I had to do something important.